Hi everyone, it's Suzanne. Welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to share with you another book haul, and this one is from Book Outlet. I can't remember everything that's included in this box. I do know that it is primarily books for the Fantasy Newbie series that I'm doing. So all the books I plan on reading for 2021 that are fantasy, I listed in 2 videos. I'll leave those linked below, but there was one video in particular that I needed books to complete fantasy series. Let's dive right in. Now I'm opening this from the bottom, so my address is not all over the internet for everyone to see. Oh, goodies. Okay. Now, I'm just going to take all the books out and then we'll talk about them in the video because this box is a bit overwhelming. Oh. All right. All right, this is a bit of a smaller haul than I'm used to, so this will be a quicker video for everyone. I'm going to start with the fantasy series books that I mentioned, and this is for the Falling Kingdom series that I'm going to read this year by Morgan Rhodes. This is book 4 and 6 of the Falling Kingdoms series by Morgan Rhodes, and that is on my TBR for 2021. And this particular series is one that was chosen based on a mystery box of fantasy books I bought. Again, if that tweaks your interest, see the link below because I go into way more detail than I'm going to go here. All right, so I have 2 more books from that series. The next one that I have is Our Dark Duet by Victoria Schwab, and this is the second in that duology. The first one was The Savage Song. And I just realized this is a hardcover. The other one I have is soft. I prefer to have one or the other. But anyway, one of the things I love about Book Outlet is the price. So obviously this was a sweet deal. Now I know in the first one we meet Kate and August, and they're from a world where there's humans as well as monsters. And the first one was described as Kate was a human who wished she had more monster qualities, and August was a monster who could steal souls, and he wished he had more human qualities, and that it was up to both of them to save the world. And I think there was a bit of romance. So this is the second one of that duology. So now I have the 2 of those. I can start them at any time. The next fantasy book that I have is called The Toll, and this is by Neil Shusterman. So this is the 3rd book in a trilogy. The first one was Scythe, and the premise of that book is the world has eliminated all ills, including death. And in order to keep the population under control, scythes are needed. And we're introduced to 2 characters in the first one as they're teenagers, and they have to go to school to learn to basically kill people. And they are not happy to be there, but they have to or they'll be killed themselves. That's how we were introduced to the first one. So again, this is the 3rd one in that trilogy, and I heard so many people talk about this. I can't wait to dive into it. It's been on my shelf for months now, and oh, I've wanted to read it so many times, but yeah, there's so many books calling my name. That's it for the fantasy books that I ordered to help me finish out my fantasy TBR for 2021. And the rest were fun little books I added. Now, this is Who is Michelle Obama? And this is the Hugh HQ books. I don't know if you're familiar with those. I've considered doing a video on these books because we have quite a few and I love them. You have the Who, What, and Where series from these, but this is Michelle Obama. I wanted to introduce my daughter to Michelle Obama, and I love them because they're always so chock full of information. I always learn a lot when we read them as well. Yeah, if you're any subject matter, have a look and see if these books are available. That's what I've started to do now. I always laugh when I do these hauls where it's like fantasy books, like adult fantasy books, And then we have some books that could be considered homeschool books. Then we have some middle grade. And there's a picture book just because we love Eloise. Now, we did a beautiful New Year's Eve party based around Eloise. And there are 2 books that we discovered that were missing. Oh, interesting. This one says based on the art of Hilary Knight. So Hilary Knight didn't do that. Oh yeah, it says a brand new book. And this one's actually written. So yeah, it's a brand new book written by David Stem and David Weiss. Oh, interesting. Illustrated by Ted Anique. Okay. So the 2 books we were missing, well, I guess thus far, if they're going to keep printing them. So we're missing, where's the one? Oh yeah. We didn't have Eloise in Moscow, and we didn't have Eloise in Hollywood, so I saw this, and of course I had to grab it. I just want to see how different the artwork is. Oh, it's pretty consistent to the original. Okay, if I hadn't read that, I wouldn't even known that the illustrator had changed. Look, so much fun. Eloise lives in the Plaza in New York, comes from a very wealthy family, and her lifestyle is simply over the top. She's over the top. She has a big heart. It's just a lot of fun, and it feels like an indulgence. I love reading them to my daughter, and yeah, gotta get it. And the final book is one of a series, the Ranger's Apprentice series, and this one's called The Royal Ranger, and it's by John Flanagan. And this is one of the books in the series. That's it for this haul. I just thought I would add it in. It's very small, but I thought it would be fun to do a quick little video and enjoy a short video.